はい、皆さん、こんにちは、リーシャです。Hi everyone, this is Lisha. This is a test recording for my upcoming channel on factory dumping. So if you have any suggestions as to how I can improve, feel free to leave your ideas on the comment section. Anyhow, welcome to What's in the Name in Teyvat. For this episode, I'll be presenting you with a quick rundown of historical references you probably didn't even notice when you're walking around the map added in version 2.0 and 2.1. The name of this island nation, Inazuma, may confuse non-Japanese speaker but can read kanji. Inazuma. Rice plant, spouse, or partner. Keep in mind, in modern Japanese, tsuma means wife. But in older times, both male and female called their partners tsuma. Also back then, it was thought that the thunders impregnated rice plant, since thunders here meant lots of rain, which meant usually a bumper crop year. And the deity that symbolized thunder was called the god that roars or makes sound, Naru. And god, Kami. Yes. Narukami. Yeah. That's the name of main island in Inazuma. Okay, couple of points of interest. The introductory part of the song, ambience music you hear on this region, this area I mean, is takes a homage to a children's song, Sakura, Sakura. And okay, excuse, I need this sugar plant. Okay, these hallways, some of the wooden ones, they make squeaking sounds. Oh, shoot. Excuse, I didn't crank up the, And this only happens in government buildings, like here in the commissioning house. And the only civilian house that has a wooden hallway that we can get into, I can only think of one, so here goes. The tea house. Here you don't hear any squeaking, just your footstep. Okay, this is called Uguisubari, or nightingale floor, or singing floor. Any long hallways in government buildings will make a sound. It's believed that they intentionally lay down this way for security reasons, so people know someone's coming down a hallway or something like that. Okay, and one weird thing you might notice in that case, Kamisata Manor building, housing, here, some parts don't make a sound. Just because this part is considered the, not balcony, but rather more like a part of the room. Meanwhile, if you step onto the actual hallway section, you can hear squeaking. Okay, so moving down to the next map. Here. About Tatara, and I keep on forgetting these teleport portals makes a huge sound if you're not careful. Oh shoot, not the croc. Excuse. Anyhow, this region, if you look, especially the inside of, あれ、しまった。逃げよう。Out of here. It's not like I'm here to, make a war anyways. Anyways. Yes. That cave, the in section, the part that you actually had that was a mess. That had lots of fun with the thunder damage. That part was called Tatara. That is actually the name of metal refining method used up till the industrialization of Japan. If you're weeby enough, you should have seen the refinery in action in Princess Mononoke. Okay, the term refers to the foot-peddling bellows used in the process. It's still around in the modern language in a phrase, tatara o fumu, to step on tatara, meaning to stumble. Okay, and also the general area is called Kannazuki. That meant godless hill. It has no sacrilegious meaning, but rather, it's based on the idea that in October, gods all over Japan meet up in Izumo region, which in turn meant the month in the area is called Kamiari, gods present. Yeah. Anyways, and next up, あれ。Yashiori is written in katakana phonetics. But it's actually, if you look it up, it's actually a name of booze that was used to put the mystical 8-headed serpent Yamato no Orochi to sleep. And then the hero actually stayed it while the serpent was asleep. Which is why you see the skeletal remain of a giant snake or dragon on this island. And yeah, and if you should have heard of this name, Yashiori, in Shin Gojira. That was the name of the operation carried out near Tokyo Station to bring down Godzilla. And incidentally, this sandbar just northeast of Yashiori. If you look up on the map, it should say Nazuchi. That is the name of the couple whose daughter was was up for sacrifice to Orochi, Yamato no Orochi, the eight-headed serpent I was talking about. And Orochi means, by the way, did I say? Yeah. Did I say that? No. Orochi means serpent. As in Orochimaru. That's why Orochimaru looks like a snake. And behaves like one too, I suppose. And Island of Watatsumi. It's kind of hard to read the name from kanji, even for Japanese, if they're not actually that well versed in the classical literature. It spells out as god of ocean, but it is pronounced as per as a name of the god, which is actually spells out completely differently. But anyways, the second letter, if you look carefully, it's not the usual kanji for god, kami, but rather this is actually the not the phrase, letter assigned to gods on earth, not as opposed to gods in heaven. And the Sangonomiya, as in Kokone and this place, this palace, means coral palace, or coral shrine actually. Miya means shrine. This whole building is a reference to Ryugujo, Dragon Palace Castle. And in Okinawa, the Dragon Palace Castle is integral part of the local religion. And also that is why the ambience music around here is more of Okinawan style, which uses more half step notes, basically sharp or flat in musical term. If you're not familiar with anything like that, picture the black keys on the keyboard in piano. That's the half note. Anyways, as for Seirai, basically, if you look carefully, yeah, it's spelled out with a phonetic writing again, no kanji. So I had no idea what it meant. And if you look it up on Chinese character, if you set it to Chinese, this is how it shows up. A, the first letter means here. Rai. I had to Google this, and I'm still not getting it. It's an ancient musical instrument, a wooden pipe instrument, and I have no idea what it is. If you are well versed in, if you know the Chinese instrument, historical ones, I'll need your help on this one. Okay, one point of interest. Elsewhere, it has no. It's just names that make sense if you know the Chinese characters, which I'll cover in next episode. But here, the island, the village of Kokukoshi, on the northwest corner, the abandoned village here. It's actually a taxation term from Edo era, when farmers were taxed by a percentage of rice crop yield. And if a yield of a whole village is below a tax quota, shortage is supplemented by surplus yield from neighboring villages. And that whole process and the actual amount being used to even out the shortage, that is called koshikoku. Koshi means to go beyond or to move, and koku spelled spelled stone, which basically literally means unit of measurement of rice. And anything beyond that, don't ask. I'm not exactly. I'm not even an expert on archaeological tax system. So, anyways, that's all I could find that has historical references. As I was saying, other locations that has names that can take meaning. If you look kanji, I'll cover that next time. Thank you for watching. ご視聴ありがとうございました。